Hey, happy Thursday. Welcome back to another episode of Sensory Deal Live. This is your host, Jason Shea, founder of LakiKid and also Sensory Deal. So, are you ready to enhance your child's learning experience and increase their focus and engagement? Today, we're going to be talking about flexible seating, which is a revolutionary approach for classroom design that is quickly gaining a lot of popularity. And in today's live stream, we'll be discussing numerous benefit of flexible seating for children, including improve posture, improve focus, and also enhance creativity. Today we'll be talking about product like Wiggle seats, all the ways to balance ball chair, even fidget chair band, and we'll also explore different sitting options that's available either in a classroom setting or for a homeschool learning environment, and how they can be used to create a dynamic and engaging classroom environment. So whether or not you're a parent, teacher, or simply are interested in the latest trend in the education, today's live stream is for you. So grab a seat and get ready to learn about the benefit of flexible seating for your kids and how it can enhance their learning experience. And also today I'll be introducing one of my new co-hosts, Angela, that will be co-hosting the show with me. So thank you for joining me today, Angela. How are you doing?
Good. How about you? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so I know we have been advocating here at Lucky Kid for flexible seating options for many years, and we cannot tell you enough how beneficial it is for the kids, regardless whether or not they are on the spectrum or if they are neurotypical. And because of that, this episode is we're dedicating the entire episode on flexible seating options. But before we do, I would just want to introduce all the listener, our new members for the growing Lucky Kid teams. She Angela started as one of the Lucky Kids customer and who become one of our ambassador, and now she is finally become actually officially one of our team member. So welcome to Sensory Deal Live, Angela, and it's really great to have you.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
So you want to kind of share a little bit about your background? First of all, like where are you based and how many kids you are home because you're also homeschooling, correct?
Yes, I'm a mom of three. We're based in Florida, Central Florida area. I have two kids that are in K-12 virtual learning. So I'm not considered the teacher. They have a teacher. I'm considered the learning coach. So I keep them on track and I make sure if they have problems, then I help work it out and basically just be the teacher's aide and do that much. I've been with Locky Kid for a year with the Ambassadors Club. I found you guys just Googling fidget toys and figuring out natural ways to help my
Mm,
kids with their extra
mm,
energy. And then
yeah.
that's when it all started.
Yeah. So, do you have any fun fact that you want to share about yourself?
Yeah, me and my kids, well, I love animals and I love music. Me and my kids actually love at least once or twice a week to put Just Dance on with PlayStation and then, get our groove on. So it's
Mhm.
definitely a family love for music.
Oh, okay. Thank you for sharing that. Do you also like Disney music as well?
I am a Disney child at heart. So, yes, I can sing along with every kid over
Okay.
there.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. So, let's go straight into today's topic. So, flexible seating. What's your understanding of flexible seating from your perspective?
Yeah, flexible seating is pretty much just that. It's the practice of allowing and providing many seating options for students in school and for your kiddos at home. It means having different types of seating options like the balance ball or the wiggle cushion, regular chairs, a stool, even maybe a couch. That way, you give your student or your kid the option, so they feel like they are taking in charge, and that's what they want to do. So then they'll want to learn more and engage more, and hopefully sit longer.
Yeah, for sure. And today we'll be showcasing a lot of different product that could be used for flexible seatings, and it can be set up in many different ways as well. So let's go ahead and start. I'm going to put that one of the first product on the screen here, and I'm just going to hide my camera so people don't need to see me. Um, And can you briefly explain the fidget chair band and how is it being used? And I'll also share more information about the product too.
Yeah. Well, me and my both my kids use this. That is just their first staple. They love all the other products, but this is one that if you look at my kids' room, they both have this. And my son actually wears them out because he like puts his foot on top of them and bounces. So he rolls them. So I'm constantly changing his. But what you do is on the legs of your chairs
Yeah.
and you put
Okay.
it at the level of their legs. So if they're shorter, then yeah, you bring it all the way up. If they're a little bit taller, like my daughter's 11 and she's very, very tall, she's going to outgrow me. um, and so she's a little farther down. My son, he puts his legs in between the two bands and then he just does this kicking motion. Like you just think he's going for like a jog, a hike, or a ride or something like that. And then my daughter uses it pretty much just to bounce her feet on. Like she'll put her feet on the inside and she'll just bounce them. And then that's how she uses them.
Yeah, and today we're doing a special discount for the Sensory Deal audience here. And if you go to Amazon, following the link, there should be a coupon code right on Amazon that you can check it out. So and also this is my son that was on the product listing on Amazon. This is taken 5 years ago, so he's actually a lot older nowadays. And today we're doing a discount for both the 12 pack, which is kind of designed for classroom that need a bigger quantity, and also we're doing a discount for the 2 pack, which is the one that just it's more for homeschooling when you don't really need that many. You don't need it really need 12. So and of course I will also share the link in the chat for the people to check it out. So let's talk about the next product, which is going to be our balance ball chair. Oh, let me find that product really quick. Uh, our balance boat chair does come in 2 different colors. Angela, would you like to share how your kids use it in your home?
Yeah, sure. Now my daughter, she does use the balance ball chair every now and then, but her big thing is the wiggle cushion and the bands. My son, on the other hand, will bounce on that sucker up and down the hallway. And that's just the at home version. During school he does use it. His teacher actually has commented on a one-on-one. She's like, what is he bouncing on during my class connects? I was like, oh, that's a balance ball chair. And then I explained it to her and I was like, are you okay with that? She's like, no, 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 it's fine. He sits, he's you could tell he's paying attention, so I'm okay with it. So she's happy to find, see the things that he uses with LakiKid during the school. So she's learning about him too. But my son also will just sit there, stare at the TV, and just bounce away. And he could do that. I think I've seen him do that for like 2 hours straight. And I'm like, how are you not tired?
It's a great workout, man.
Yes, but before the balance ball chair, he literally would run up and down the hallway. And we have a small house and it's a wood frame house. So like you can definitely hear the running. Um, and I even asked him sometimes.
I love that story.
I said,
Yeah.
do you need to go outside and run around the tree in the backyard? Because like you have energy, but we need to get it out. Like
Mm,
you need to cool off. So yes, the
mhm,
balance ball chair has been a godsend for my son. That like this
mm,
thing is definitely worth it. I was a little hesitant at first because I was like, what if he makes it into a toy? And it really isn't. You can tell he's absorbing and he's, gaining the knowledge during his classes, even though he's bouncing away. And it's kind of funny because when you see the replays of his class connects, you just see his head bouncing, but he's paying attention. He's sitting,
mm.
he's present. So if she doesn't mind, I'm definitely okay with it.
Yeah, yeah. And right now, this we only have one size right now that's designed for about kids age 3 to 12. So if the kids is a bit older than that, this might be a little bit too small for them. But yeah, this is kind of what it looked like with a kid as far as sizing goes. And as part of Lucky Kid's ongoing collaboration with Culture City, 1% of all of our sales is also being donated to Culture City and their sensory initiative program each year as well. And is actually a great addition to the classroom. A lot of teachers will get both the balance ball chair and the chair band together. As you can see on Amazon, it says most frequently bought together as well. And this is a great addition to any classroom if any teacher that's watching us live or watching the replay as well. So, okay, so let me go to the next product really quick. It's going to be our Wiggle C. Let me find it. Oh, you have one too.
I actually have them all right next to me, just in case you ask, so I didn't have to scramble.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Uh, okay. So the Wiggle C, could you share your experience of you using them?
The Wiggle Seat is my daughter's favorite. She likes it because she can sit there. It's kind of like the ball. She can sit there during her class connects and she can wiggle to the side and it doesn't make a lot of noise and it's not her moving the chair. Her big thing is she likes to put her feet at the walls and lean back or sit on her feet. I don't know who other kids like my kids sit on their feet. So this helps her with better posture because she has to sit on her bum if she wants to wiggle. And with the other kids, I have a 2-year-old, which I know he's not age required for these yet, but he'll sit there and on the living room watching TV, and you can just see him moving back and forth, which is good because it helps him with his balance. So the kids also learn their center core gravity while they're sitting on these products to help with just strengthening their center core. And I know that's a big thing for OT therapy and other therapies as well.
Yeah, and they can also stand on it too. You can stand on it as well. So
I'll let them try that out tonight, but we haven't done that one yet.
oh, you haven't stand on it? Yeah, you can stand on it. It helps with stabilizations and help with the core as well. So,
Awesome. That's
uh,
a new one, so I'll be doing that one now.
yeah, actually, it's also can consider as a fitness like equipment. So that's why you can stand on it. And so of course, this is not only used for the classroom, but some I think some gym also use it for different purposes and different activities as well. So
I know my daughter also likes to use it when she's reading. So like she likes to read and like um where is it? Like just this she made this little nook in her room, okay? I don't know how it's kind of like a calming corner, but it's just her own design. And she'll take her wiggle seat with her. So then she has the cushion part of it and then again while she's sitting there crisscross applesauce, she's able to wiggle while reading her book.
yeah, and this is a picture of what it looked like in the homeschool setting as well. Like, so with a see one kid is sitting on a ball chair, the other kid is sitting on a wiggle seat. So, and you can fit into a pretty small space for any homeschooling. Because I know you do homeschooling. How do you set up your, I guess, learning environment for your kid right now?
Each of my kids has a little desk area and it's designed for their schooling so they both separately are in their rooms. So we're not learning together in a room, they both just have
Okay.
their own little like desk or office area in their rooms.
I see. I see. Do you use any special setup for each of the kids then, or is it just pretty traditional desk and chair setup?
It's pretty traditional. The desk, well, with when it comes to the desk and chair, I have all of the balance balls in my son's room because he has more floor space. He got
Oh,
a loft bed for Christmas. My husband made it, so he has so
oh,
much floor space now. So we put
nice.
all the balance balls there. So if my daughter needs one, she just needs to ask me, "Hey, can I go in his room and grab it?" So I know. Um, just in case he's in a class. But he has everything laid out. We even have a kind of like a fidget box It's just a little caddy I got for both of the kids from Dollar Tree, and I put all of the fidget toys in there. So they have them right next to them. So if they need to fidget something, they don't have to get up and go search for it in a drawer. It's right there. Then they have my son, he has the regular chair with the band, and he also will change his chair out and use the ball a lot. Like he's 50-50 on the chairs. My daughter,
Mm.
she sticks with the wiggle seat on the chair with the fidget bands. Like that's her go-to.
Okay, okay. And I see there's a live audience commenting the I love my balance ball and how flexible seating can be for what kids need. Sorry, I couldn't see your first name for some reason. Maybe it's a Facebook thing. Sometimes couldn't see people's first name on the live stream. But thank you for sharing that in the chat with us. So, any other thing you want to add about Wiggle Seat?
Um, it's just it's fun. I mean, even as an adult, I have to sit on my kid's chair every now and then and, type something to the teacher and I'm like, "Ooh." It's an overall fun thing. It definitely can help with exercises. You can get some exercises, with that. Um but I was worried about testing out product. Well, just testing out products because not everything works for every kid. So when I
Hmm.
when I was looking at stuff a year ago, way before you guys, I was like, I don't know, $50 for that or $40, is it gonna work? Then if it
Yeah.
does work, I gotta pay for both because like
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
you literally got to buy two. And I know once my youngest gets older, I'm going to be buying him a set of everything once he's getting into school. So it's like,
Yeah.
making finding something that's affordable was really a big thing for me when I was just a customer.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. And for all this week's deal, you can go visit sensorydeal.com and you can see all the deal that we're doing for this week. Simply activate the Amazon clickable coupon by clicking the link below. Then you just go to Amazon directly. Then there's an Amazon coupon you can use directly on the Amazon page. And you can see all the discount that we're doing. And for the people that really want to learn more about flexible seating, we have a free ebook that you can also download. It's a comprehensive guide to your first flexible seating classroom. It's actually written by a good friend of mine. She's a school-based OT. She wrote this book for us a few years ago, when we first starting doing flexible seating. So all you need to do is just go visit sensorydeal.com. If you scroll to the button, we have a lot of free ebooks that you can download. And this ebook is really comprehensive. I believe it's almost 10-20 pages. I forgot how long the ebook is, but it was written by an OT as well. And for those of you that's, especially for the teachers that want to implement flexible seating, is a really good free resources that you can download. And the same principle apply for homeschooling as well. Of course, you're just not dealing with 30 kids at the same time. You're dealing with maybe two or three, but hopefully you don't have 20 kids at home that you're teaching. That will be pretty chaotic. But the principle applies either for classroom or homeschooling. So this is another free resources you can check out that's on the sensorydeal.com page. And going forwards, every single week, of course, Angela will be our host alongside, will be my co-host alongside with me, and we'll be showcasing more and more different product as we're talking to a lot of different companies right now to get more companies showcase and feature on our show. So please let us know in the comments if you are looking for any particular products. We can always reach out to the company as well and say like, oh, do you want to be on our show? Sometimes we can get companies onto our show and ask them to give a special discount to our audience for the Sensory Deal community as well. So, and let's see, I see a comment here. Christina is saying that cannot wait to get the book. Yeah, please go download the book. Again, the book is free. It's just a free ebook that we designed a few years ago. And you talk about 10 things to consider with flexible seating. You will also learn how to set up the classroom, and inside the book you also have research and rule about flexible seating classroom. I can show you what the ebook look like. If you go to sensorydeal.com, you should able to find the link to the book as well. Sorry, my internet's kind of slow today, so I wasn't able to load that page. Okay, I think it loaded. So this once you click on the link, just we just ask for your email so we can email you the ebooks, and you're gonna learn the 10 things to consider for flexible seating, how to set up your classroom, and you will also read a little bit about the research and how to set rule for flexible seating in the classroom. Because Angela also mentioned that earlier, she was afraid that it could be a toy and just kind of people kids just throw it around and hit the other kids, which that's why it's very important for the parents and for the teacher to set the right expectation for the kids before introducing flexible seatings item to the learning environments. All the kids know exactly what to expect, so we don't have an issue of like people using the wiggle seat as a frisbee, for example, and just throw it across the freaking classroom. That's not a good thing at all. So I just want to share that for the people that's watching. Any other thing you want to share, Angela, about flexible seating?
Um, no, I think we pretty much covered it. The calming corner free kit that LakiKid provides, that actually was very helpful for me with my kids. My 6-year-old, he has meltdowns, so we're still learning how to, regulate motions and how to
Mhm,
speak and talk about our
mhm,
emotions. So that helps so much with us. And we have a small house and small rooms. So I mean, we didn't have a
mhm,
lot of room to create a corner. We didn't have like this whole big section or anything, but
mhm.
it's doable, and you can come up with some pretty cool little corners.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. And we are also really reworking on the Lucky Kid YouTube channel this year. Hopefully, we'll publish more content on how to create like Countdown Corner, like small and short, really to the point video about how to create it. And again, we have an ebook for Countdown Corner as well that you can also find by visit sensorydeal.com. The free ebook talk about like exactly what Angela just talking about to identify emotion. You even have like a kind of like a printable toolkit that you can print out and you can cut. You can use a scissor and cut it out and just use it as like practicing with your kids. Like, oh, do you know what this emotion means? And that's another way for you to teach your kids on social emotional learnings and social emotional especially emotional regulations. So this teach the kids self-regulation skills, allow the children to learn how to manage their feelings using calming strategy, and also you teach behavior management, which is really important for a lot of our kids that's on the spectrum or have other sensory needs, and you help the children to get along with others, and so they are ready to learn as well. So thank you for mentioning that. And for flexible seatings, we also have a lot of different product that we designed over the years for flexible seating related product as well. Like we actually talked about one of our new product last week, which is the large fidget marble maze. I don't know, Angela, do you also receive the large one yet? Because we just launched. I don't know if you already have one
It
in
is
your house.
in the
Have you tried it
mail.
yet?
It is in. I'm stalking the mailman. It's in the mail.
Okay, you haven't got it. We're going. Yeah, no problem.
I'm
Yeah,
excited
no.
for it. All my kids are excited. We actually purchased two, so we're waiting for two. We're already going to be stocked.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we are having some shipment issue with Amazon, so our it's not fully in stock on Amazon yet. That's why the delivery day is like kind of slow. But we just launched a new version of our Marble Maze that's twice as big as the current one. As you can see in the picture, it's actually a lot bigger. So I would love to hear your feedback once you receive it, so we can share it to the audience as well on what you think about our new version, since we have been working on this product for a while now. So but that's definitely a great product design specifically for the countdown corner. And one of our best selling product, unfortunately, actually is just get back in stock 2 days ago. This is our one of our best selling product, our weighted stuffed animal. And we have some inventory issues, so we were out of stock for like 3 weeks. So, but this is one of our best selling product. That's 5 pound, and my wife actually designed the dog. So kudos to my wife for creating and designing this product, because I'm not going to be a good designer myself to come up with a design, but she did a good job on coming up with the design, and it also have a zipper on the side that you can remove and take out the weight, and it's great for like great companion for readings as well. Would you mind sharing some of your experience of using? Do you also have this one at home yet?
We have one, we don't have two. So that's one that's
Oh,
in the
okay.
books on my daughter. She's like, "Oh, for my birthday, I want the right and chill." So that's what she got this year.
Oh, okay.
So
You want the
yeah,
range?
we're growing our
Oh,
weightables, but we do have
I
one.
see.
My son loves it. He loves
Oh,
it.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
he
okay.
actually named it Coco, like chocolate
Coke.
chip.
Oh, you give it a name too. Okay,
Yeah,
thank
and
you.
he named the neck pillow. I
Mm.
just forgot what it is right now. But yeah, he names his stuffies. And so I mean it's got a name.
Oh,
So he
oh,
loves
okay,
it.
okay.
He will watch TV and just use it, or if you could tell he's just, a little he's a little frustrated, you notice that he's getting a little tense. We just
Mhm.
lay it on his lap or on his stomach while he watches TV, and he relaxes and calms down.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
we love it.
Thank
It's
you for
definitely
sharing.
had some love in it. I've already had to stitch a little tiny area to like
Yeah,
around.
we probably need to make it even more, I guess, strong. It's already reinforced, but it's still not strong enough for some of our kids.
Well, the
So that's
five
something we need to
pounds
work on.
just like, being dragged by an arm. I understood why. And it is very easy to clean. I love it. Your
Yeah.
wife did great on it. I think he is just
Okay.
he's so cute, so stinking cute.
Oh,
So,
thank
I
you. Yeah.
mean, for sure, it's easy to wash because of the zipper. That made it so much easier for us because I was a little worried about, okay, what if he spills something on it or
Oh,
he,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
We
so
definitely need
that was
to.
awesome. I definitely, yeah, we are very happy
I
with it.
see, I see. And for the Ryan Cho, you want to also talk a little bit about your experience with Ryan Cho? What do you think?
Well, it started off with my son, and then my daughter. She's very like creative and artsy, so that's why she really wanted one. So we got her one too, and my 2-year-old loves it. What's great about it with my 6-year-old and my 2-year-old is it helps them write and strengthen their hands because my 6-year-old he's in OT therapy to help strengthen his hands and work on his handwriting. So with that, I can, try to teach him spelling words and say, okay, write the, and then he writes it,
Mm.
and then we just keep going and flip the side and keep going. With my
Okay.
2-year-old, we just want to get, pen to paper or,
Mm.
water marker to pad. So with him, we just try to get him to do, shapes and just basically working with holding it. So that's one thing that we love. And he, as a 2-year-old, he likes to have it over his lap. So it's not too
Oh,
heavy for a 2-year-old.
I
Um, my daughter loves it. She just draws. She'll do tic tac toe. She'll
see.
doodle all day long and then flip the side and keep doodling.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. And yeah, this is actually a partner product we designed many, let's see, how many years ago was that? I'm trying to remember when we started this product. But we actually designed this product for Culture City back in 2019. So about 3 years ago. Yeah, about 3 years ago. So yeah, so we actually did a whole Kickstarter campaign about it when we first launched the product as well. And it's interesting. I actually got a design idea from one of my good friend that's also a certified occupational therapist assistant, and he kind of proposed the idea to me. He's like, "Oh, why don't you just make your weighted blanket writable?" It's like, "Oh, okay, sure. That sounds like a good idea. Let's do it." So that's kind of how the inception of the product is really just me and my friend chatting about like product idea for our audience, and that's how we come up with this particular product design. As you can see, the kids can write on the weighted blanket using a water pen that make this the most unique feature in the entire market because you can Google it. There's no one else that do this kind of weighted blanket besides us. So and we have a pending patent on it as well for the design. So we have a pending patent design as well, and we also got an endorsement from one of the guys from Shark Tank back then too. So Kevin Harrington was one of the shark from the Shark Tank. We got an endorsement from him as well. There's some video about it. Um, this product is also being used in Culture City's program. So I just wanted before we end the call today, I just want to give a huge shout out to Culture City because they have been our nonprofit partnership for many many years since I started Lucky Kid back in 2017. So for those of you that doesn't is not aware of Culture City, they are an international nonprofit organization dedicate all their resources on creating sensory accessibilities and inclusion for those with invisible disabilities like autism, ADHD, and sensory processing disorder. If you go to culturecity.org, you'll find out all the wonderful programs they have. The main program we partner with Culture City on is sensory inclusive certification. So what they do is they'll go into zoos, aquariums, cruise ships, even NBA stadiums, football stadiums, and even Super Bowl stadiums, and they will go in there and help those stadium becomes sensory certified. What I mean by sensory certified means they will have the staff go through sensory training, so the staff is aware of the challenges for the family like ourselves, like for me and Angela that have kids with special needs. If we take our kids to the NBA stadium or the hockey stadiums, it could very easily trigger a meltdown in the kids. So having that staff training is really important. But what's more is, as part of their program, they also provide sensory bags for all the family to use. Inside the sensory bag is really like a backpack. Inside the backpack have fidget toys, noise canceling headphones, and one of our product, which is the rideable weighted blanket that we designed for Culture City many years ago. And of course, not all the location have our product in it. I think it depends on the location. See if because if it's a zoo, you don't really need a weighted blanket because you're not going to be sitting. But for like a stadium, yeah, then you probably the weighted blanket will help. So it depends on the location. Not all the location have our product in it. And what is more is as part of their program, they also design sensory room for the NBA stadiums, so the family have a safe place to take our kids to in case the kids still have a meltdown after all the sensory tool that was provided. So they have a wonderful program. Go to culturecity.org, and I think there was a page where right here. So they have an app that you can download and just type in your zip code and you can find the closest location. For example, I live in Phoenix, so there's 4 sensory inclusive location in Phoenix. So simply go to culturecity.org and type in your zip code. You should able to find the closest sensory inclusive location near you. So you on the weekend you can check it out. Check out one of the sensory inclusive locations. Usually it's like zoo. So in Phoenix, they have it in Phoenix Zoo, in one of the other arena here in Phoenix, and so they have 4 different locations in Phoenix, pretty much. So check out the nearest location near you. As you can see, they are in all the major U.S. state. They have 600 locations nowadays. So I'm pretty sure if you live in any major metropolitan area where actually, Angela, what is your zip code? I'll check out what is the closest near you. Actually, what is your zip code?
34748.
34748. Let's see how many. Uh, what? 34748. Their website sometimes not loading fast enough.
We're in Florida, so like
Maybe.
Central Florida area.
Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll just
Oh,
do a
yeah.
zoom in.
Oh, there you go.
Are you close to Orlando?
Yeah, we're about, I want to say 30, 45 minutes away, depending on traffic, and
Okay. Okay.
depends
They
on
have
where
like
too.
a
But yeah,
few
we're
locations.
close.
Yeah, they have a few locations near you in a few library as well, so you can
Oh,
go check
very
it out.
cool.
Yeah, yeah, and they have 3 more locations here in Orlando in the stadiums. Actually, in the Camping World stadiums, the stadiums, and Amway Center as well. So yeah, so check it out on the weekend when you are out and about with your kids. That would be and probably maybe you'll see a Lucky Kid product in there. Hopefully, so so yeah. But that's kind of wrap up our today's Sensory Deal live shows. Is there any other thing you want to share before we end today's live streams, Angela?
Um, I anything that we have really is so great for traveling. Even the balance ball, you can inflate it, put it in a backpack, take it with you on a trip, if you're going away for a week or something like that for vacation, and then they can just bounce on it there. Same thing with the wiggle chair, the wiggle seat cushion. You can deflate it too if you really need to, but it is pretty small. The weighted items, we take those with us when we travel. My daughter picks her, right and chill. My son picks either the neck pillow or his puppy dog. So,
Okay.
I mean, definitely you could take LakiKid with you anywhere. And the fidget toys, we leave all that stuff literally in a little sensory box for the kids. So, I mean, it's, yeah.
Oh, thank you for sharing. So, of course, we are still deciding on who the guest going to be next week. So, once we decided on that, we'll make an announcement in the Facebook group, and as we're also trying to get more people to watch. And I don't know. I think we still have one viewer, but next week we'll be also doing some giveaway for the viewer. We're trying to really increase the viewership for the show as well. But thank you so much for watching today's Sensory Deal Live, and we'll see you next Thursday at the same time. Thank you so much.